Yo.
That's post there, no way they're innocent. I kind of read that as, no way, they're innocent. That's how I'll be treating that for now. Well, ready as we'll ever be. Or have you just been playing games again? Yeah, Ryuji's getting pretty serious now. That's a good sign. We've got another book reading session in class, although I could use this to craft instead of read. I don't know if I have the materials I need for the permapick though.
What's this about?
So I'd probably rather do that when I'm sure I can check those.
What do you want to do?
I was curious to see what this one would be like. Yes, she basically, there was a prison guard who was such a, like, they basically knew that she had a habit, for seducing people, and so they had, like, an ultra-Puritan guard her prison cell, and, she still managed to seduce him. Like, by basically claiming that, I think she claimed that she was, like, a former priest or something like that, or...
Oh.
She did something like that, and then they were like, oh, we should have known that she'd still find a way to seduce him somehow. But yeah, she definitely was pretty proficient at using people. Like, of all of the Phantom Thief initial personas, she's definitely the most villainous, unless you count Necronomicon, given that Necronomicon drives people insane and makes them get eaten by eldritch abominations, so... Yeah, probably Necronomicon's actually the most villainous one there now that I think about it. And you know, how fitting that I talk about
Hey.
you know, Cthulhu mythos, where often, characters have sanity meters that you have to, pay attention to. When today, we're gonna go and see Maruki again, finally. Now, I really need to make sure, because I'm cutting this very close. I still have an answer, that's great, okay. And, on that note, let's go ahead and rent Cry of Cthulhu.
Here.
Yeah, this is probably why they don't do Maruki's, last ranks until now, because it's raining. So we're not really losing much time for anything else. Okay, you're finally admitting it. Yeah, I mean, it is different for everyone. Both of these options are kind of the same thing. But I mean, at least that guy's finally admitting the truth. Again, funny that people should mention psychotic breakdowns in front of Maruki. Maruki is probably one of the few people who knows that they're using the term psychotic wrong.
Oh, sounds great.
I've actually missed Maruki's voice. Feels like it's been ages since we hung out with him.
Thank you.
I'm good on cookies, thanks, but yeah, where are we going? Just as I was saying, oh, we go there a lot, don't we? It's like one of the only, like, restaurants apart from the diner they have a model for, so they use it for, like, pretty much a whole lot of Confidants. I was gonna say every Confidant, but that's not true. Sorry, I prefer sushi. Like, in a sense, this is probably kinda unethical. Like, if a real counselor actually, you know, did this with you, you probably should refuse.
Okay, let's go.
Because in general, you know, you need to keep the relationship strictly, you know, in a certain sense.
Now.
I did hear, though, that, I may have mentioned this before, that Japan really likes Maruki because counselors are usually not this friendly over there. And there's, like, there's generally a very hierarchical relationship between counselors and clients. And so they appreciated Maruki, you know, trying to be friendly more. Man called Shibusawa. Just like students called Yoshizawa. This guy weirdly reminds me of what an older Joker might look like. I help him with stuff. Yeah. So, Maruki says in one of his class lectures that he met a friend from back in college, like, recently, or at least, like, caught up with an old friend. I wonder if he was referring to this guy. But yeah, Maruki must owe a lot to him if he recommended that.
That's...
Yeah, you probably should have thought about that before you grabbed all of this food. But now we have someone who can help finish it with us. Yeah, pretty much everyone at this point is... I'm sure like all the parents in Japan are now reconsidering sending their students there. Which is why the school's been desperate to try and, you know, get attendance back up. Finally, almost finished.
Thank you.
Wow, he's been doing this research for a long time, I guess. Even after all of what went down. What exactly went down? Oh yeah, that still needs to be done. I've heard about the whole peer review things. Like, I never actually did, like, an honors thesis or anything like that. Maybe I should have, I don't know. So it's like a treat chain. He's treating us, and now this guy is treating him. So in the end, only one person pays. Oh no, we're gonna have to use the bathroom a lot after all of this, just like Ryuji did. It is often nice when you see somebody that you haven't seen in a while and then they reveal that they're engaged. Huh. Maruki's the only one from that group still single, huh? Even this late into the Confidant, we've still got secrets. Now here it doesn't actually matter which of these you say. Okay.
Well, hold on.
Something tells me that's not the full story. Something tells me if this was an Ace Attorney game, Maruki would have a couple of Cyclocks around him. Okay. I do like this angle because it's kind of rare that you've got a confidant with somebody and then that person has an already established friend who comes into things later and gives you a bit of perspective on, like, yeah, like a different perspective on their life. I don't know, I just think that's cool. I just feel like that doesn't really happen all that often with these.
All right. Be careful, okay?
Yeah, careful. You might bump into some bald jerk on the way out. Thankfully, we didn't that time. Yeah, like, what I was sort of getting at is, like, this guy knows Maruki in a way that we don't. And that's interesting to see. Maybe it was seeing Fortune and maxing that out last night. Maybe that's given us the gift of good luck. Speaking of which, I am going to show off Special Fate reading, whatever it's called, tonight, just to show how it works, even though I don't really need it. Yes, blah blah blah, all politicians suck, blah, yeah, you know, tell us something we don't know, again, apart from Yoshida. And again, no conversation. Okay, Discovery Town Detectives. I feel like, okay, there is something new here. Like, I feel like they'd be running out of things to talk about. Available till Christmas, Angel Tard. Now, where actually is that store they sell those? You can tell that I never really need that for anything. Oh yeah, you can also buy some of the better fishing rods from the sports store if you don't want to spend fishing points on them. Since yen's a lot easier to get, this is usually what I'd recommend. Oh, okay. Oh, right, it's not actually winter yet. That only starts in December, so we can't buy them just yet. But I just looked it up and found out that Angel Tarts are actually a full revive, so definitely get those when you can. And it seems like they restock every Monday. So here it is, special bond reading. Now I'm spending 10,000 yen for basically nothing, but I just want to show this.
Here we go.
While we're here, just to take care of this, I think we need at least one affinity reading with Takemi before we have enough points for rank 10. And I have a matching Death Persona. Okay, that was all I needed. Good. Yeah, I knew that the rental girlfriend plot would be continuing. Oh, wait, what? The plot thickens. Well, okay then, that's interesting. I wonder how she'll continue her normal career while still actually dating him. I was one short of these. That's a good thing I didn't try and make that in the classroom.
Oh!
Okay, so this one is selling Mystery Stew now.
Hey.
So tonight, we're going to, as I said, continue the streak of max confidants. And I'm very glad that I'm maxing out Moon now. Because, yeah, we lose access to him for a while coming up.
You know, I've been thinking about what Akiyama-kun said to me. How I've changed. For some reason, I couldn't bring myself to run away back when I saved him. So, I was thinking why that may have been.
Now here, because neither of these are highlighted in red, it probably means they either both give equal points or none of them give any points.
Honestly, I was pretty desperate at the time, so I don't remember much. But in the back of my head, I was thinking what you would do in that situation.
About how he can't overlook things.
I mean, you put yourself on the line to stop Kamoshida, and probably other villains too.
Oh, you have no idea about all those other villains. We've got a lot to tell you once we get the chance.
So, I thought there had to be something I could do myself.
Yeah, there we go.
I was only acting out of fear, though. You know, I've always wanted to change. I wanted to go from the dull nobody everyone messes with to the famous world-renowned hero. But you helped me realize something important. Heroes aren't heroes because they're famous. It's because they fight for other people.
Mishima has learned the moral of the Disney Hercules film.
Looking back on it, what I really wanted to change was the weak me. The me on the volleyball team who let wrongdoing go unpunished, even though I knew it was unjust. The cowardly me who looked the other way when people I knew were in need of help. Tell me the truth. I only changed because you stole my heart, right?
Yeah, actually, we didn't really.
Huh? So the Phantom Thieves didn't make me have a change of heart? Really? Huh. But you know what? It's still thanks to you that I was able to change. All this time, I've been looking up to the Phantom Thieves, pretending to be a collaborator, and now I'm finally able to stop pretending. Truth be told, I had given up. I accepted that I was a zero, that my existence was meaningless. But I've learned. I may not be able to change the world, but I can change myself. Whether I sulk about my inability to do anything, or hold my head high and look to the future, my perception shapes the boundaries of my world. It all comes down to what's inside my heart. I might still mess up every so often, but as long as you're here, I'll be able to stand up again. So, I may not be the best person around, but you can feel free to rely on me at least sometimes. And no matter what the world says, I'll be rooting for you, just like you were for me.
Oh, that's nice.
I am thou, thou art I. Thou hast turned a vow into a blood oath. Thy bond shall become the wings of rebellion and break the yoke of thy heart. Thou hast awakened to the ultimate secret of the moon, granting thee infinite power.
All right.
And no more silly names with his abilities. He now has Salvation Wish.
All right.
And now we have one of the components of Lucifer, actually.
Sandalphon!
Sandalphon is an archangel from Judaism and Christianity, though he's never explicitly mentioned in scripture and is probably non-canonical. His main appearances are in mystic Judaism such as Kabbalah and early Christianity. He's the twin brother of Metatron, and as Metatron is considered the angelic ascension of Enoch, Sandalphon is considered the angelic form of the prophet Elijah. His name may be derived from the Hebrew for Godfather, or the Greek together and brother. Most legends agree that he is extremely tall and it would take 500 years to cross the length of his body. In Kabbalah, he is associated with Malkuth in the Tree of Life, which means kingdom, and represents the physical world. And it's his job to receive human prayers and send them to God. In other sources, he is in a constant battle with Samael, or possibly Satan. The conflation between those two is a story for another day. For now, Sandalphon has a very interesting trait, Omen, multiplying the success rate of instant death skills by 1.5 times. This trait works decently on him when combined with Mahama-on, Hammer-on, and skills like Hammer Boost. However, it's at its best when it's transferred to other personas. Most notably, the free DLC persona Thanatos, whose Door of Hades skill is boosted by this. A certain famous death persona also makes good use of this trait. Sandalphon sports a resistance to both physical elements and no weaknesses, and learns some pretty solid all-round skills, and his revival and status curing is the least of it. Angelic Grace doubles evasion against everything except instant death and almighty. Repel Curse makes his curse immunity even better, and Sword Dance has the highest base critical rate of any physical skill besides the Lucky Punch line at 40%. Though admittedly Brave Blade is almost twice as strong, doesn't cost much less HP, and has 35% crit, so it's probably outclassed, but still it's a solid ability. When itemized, Sandalphon makes the Sword of Sinai the ultimate weapon for Yoshizawa, though technically there's another sword with only slightly less power that gives +5 endurance, so your mileage may vary on whether this is actually her best weapon. Still, it's a solid sword.
You know what? I'm going to find you an awesome request.
The requests don't stop just because you finish his Confidant.
That's all I can really do for you right now. But I'm working on that documentary too. I even plan on making it into a book someday. I bet anyone who reads about the Phantom Thieves would find the hidden courage within themselves. Maybe that means I can use that book to change people's hearts. All right, I'm on it. Oh, but before that, I'm hungry. Come on, let's grab a bite to eat on the way home.
But we already stuffed ourselves at lunch. Oh, okay.
Maybe a buffet? Wait, no, we should save that for after I get all my book royalties.
And a day we haven't already gone.
You better be looking forward to it.
Yeah, Mishima is like, that thing where he talks about how he used to be cowardly and, you know, didn't stand up for the volleyball team with Kamoshida's abuses. I really wish that was the angle they focused on during his Confidant. Instead, they just kind of make him just a comic relief character. It's kind of weird. It almost feels like Mishima at the start of the game and the Mishima in rank 10, and then the Mishima every other time he appears are two completely different characters. Yes, very detailed and also very racist if this is the original Lovecraft version. Except didn't in the original Call of Cthulhu, like Cthulhu was just defeated by ramming it with a boat? And yeah, as you'd expect, this one increases guts. But I mostly did that just so I could return it. We're really working our way through the school library.
Today we're going over
Trigonometric functions, huh? I remember learning about those. Oh, sine, cosine, tangent, yes, Minamimoto. I still feel like... I wonder if, like, Square Enix could make, like, actual math lessons with Minamimoto. I feel like that would actually help people learn maths. And yeah, why would you panic seeing a single graph? Clearly you haven't seen the tangent graph, where reality implodes once you approach the zero line. Because, yes, tan and 90 degrees causes reality to implode.
Give me an answer.
Snails. An escar graph, but no, it's this.
This is it.
Precisely.
Yeah, there we go. There's the Archimedean spiral. There's the Devil's Curve. Some of them do look pretty interesting. Looks like a Chinese yo-yo called Diabolo, just like that's character in My Immortal.
Nice going!
Yeah, I was never really into a lot of the visual aspects of graphs when I was doing maths. Yeah, I mean, I guess kind of. If you're shooting for a higher salary, sometimes you need to be willing to fight demons. Oh, Miss Usami, you have no idea how literal that is for us.
Oh, Senpai! There's something I'd like to discuss with you. Would you mind if I joined you for lunch? Let's discuss that elsewhere. What say we head to the roof? It's starting to get rather cold, isn't it?
Are we just eating like a single bagel or something? It looks like it.
Sorry to bring you here. This is something I oughtn't really bring up around other people.
Okay, given that only Joker and Morgana are here, I'm guessing this is that whole palace thing.
Senpai, are you still planning to continue on as the Phantom Thieves?
Well, yeah, but a certain someone doesn't want us to.
Lately, I haven't been hearing any positive gossip about the Phantom Thieves. Despite how much people cheered on your cause, even though they knew nothing about you or your friends, all they do now is speak ill of the Phantom Thieves. I know it's not my place to say this, considering I turned down your offer to join and all. But this change in attitude is simply awful. They're doing the exact same thing to you all that they did to me. Yet, you're still going to keep at it? Why, Senpai?
Because there's things in this world that we can't overlook.
Take care of something. I see.
Yeah. But don't worry about us. There isn't even a 1 in a million chance that my Phantom Thieves could ever lose.
That's a line that was pretty much tailor-made for the trailers, but I still think it works.
I see. Well, I won't stop you. However, could I ask a favor? Or rather, could you promise me something? Once things settle down, I'd like you to join me somewhere so we can go have some fun together. I am too. I'm already beginning to look forward to it. So, please be careful out there. Oh, but I plan to keep my other promise I made with you about the physical training. Tomorrow. Is that too sudden? Maybe we should train the day after tomorrow then?
Well, those things that we can't overlook, they're kind of happening then. Sorry.
But that day's when...
I see. Oh, I haven't eaten yet! Come on, Senpai. You need to eat too.
She ate half of that onigiri pretty fast.
No one wins a fight on an empty stomach, you know.
Actually, wait, I just realized that might not even be a bagel. Maybe that is... Maybe, okay, this is my headcanon. Kasumi is having actual rice balls, and Joker is having a literal jelly-filled donut. But, yeah, making that promise right before, this big job, that's not ominous at all. So, today, we absolutely have to do Counsel at rank 9. If we don't, we are screwed out of that Confidant forever. Thankfully, though, we're able to do it. So, yeah, but before that, I have to make sure there's one other thing that I need to take care of, and that is going to the arcade. Because today has a 7 in it, so we can try and get this doll. I like how all of the Lexis, like, all the Rexis there are all just 2D sprites. Yeah, so, this can fail even on days with a 7 in it. Finally, that's happened. Some people didn't believe me when I told them that, but no, it is true. There we go, got it. Conveniently pulled one up from behind that, logo.
Nice going!
Yeah, it says Rexy there, but it's actually called Lexi. It's confusing. And so, returning Cry of Cthulhu. We now only have one more book left, so let's rent it.
Here.
Kind of think we're getting this one now.
Nice going.
Okay, because I had to reload for something for this, I got the Arcade Addict award there for getting the Lexi twice. I should have got that for the next prize I won. You know what, for old time's sake, since we don't have the interactivity tomorrow. Oh yeah, bring it on, Phantom Thieves. We will certainly bring it on, but first... Yeah, Maruki's time here is almost up, but... we just barely made it. You only need to get into rank 9, because once you've got into rank 9, you'll see what happens tomorrow.
Thank you. You see...
Was... Huh. Yeah, this is the more complicated story I thought there'd be.
Why? I'm sorry.
You kinda sound a lot like us. You witnessed injustice just like we have. Yeah, exactly what he's saying. He's really not that different to the Phantom Thieves, but he's just choosing to fight back by getting into the mental health profession. Last time, huh? But it's only rank 9. He's sad, though. Yeah, have to thank us one last time.
Now.
Still a little more to go. This is what I think it is. Yeah, there we go, Detox DX. That means we are practically immune to status right now. Who needs Unshaken Will?
All right.
Okay then. Well, thankfully we're not going to be left in suspense for much longer,
Sorry.
since that's going to be happening tomorrow. And we actually get mental training this time. We didn't last time because we went to, you know, the buffet.
Well, see you.
You missed a then from that voice clip.
Well then.
Yep, we only have one day left. This is our pretty much last moment of kind of Confidant time until this happens. So, yeah, that's something to be aware of. We don't have much time to think about this now, though. We've just got to focus on the upcoming heist. So tonight, the guide says to do Takemi's rank 10, but that's only if you're romancing her, because then her rank 10 gets moved from daytime to nighttime. But if not, now it's free time. And of course, the only other option I have is Oya, who I can't do for reasons. Hey, Kawakami's here.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to be holding a farewell drinking party for Maruki tomorrow. No new item they're asking for yet. Also, hey there, Akechi. Bye, Akechi. We're actually going to be playing darts with people. Because I just thought, let's get some baton pass ranks up, and in fact, I think it makes sense to get Makoro's rank up before we face her sister. And we'll see who else we end up getting too. Oh yeah, I bought this. So your targeting area will deviate less. I think I also read Learn Pro Darts as well, so now I get to use Third Eye to slow down the aim. Okay, we've got Ann here, and I need her baton pass rank up too.
Let's do this. Alright then.
So yeah, the reticule's deviating a bit less, and also, we can hold down the L2 button to have a bit better of a time at aiming. Oh, not
I
quite.
see. For real? I see.
I was trying to do the whole showing off for girlfriend thing and get a triple 20, but did not work. That is the actual point where, like, that's supposed to be difficult in darts, going for the triple 20. The bullseye is comparatively easier. So our dart slang for the day is right church, wrong pew, or right house, wrong bed, which is hitting a double or triple but the wrong number. The reason why I'm bringing it up is it's also called Daddy's Bed, or simply Daddy. And I still think that's amazing. Okay, technically I can hit a third bull and still have her finish. Don't know if I've actually shown a hat trick before either.
I see.
So, last round. We need to answer Makoto's question correctly here to raise her baton pass rank by 2 instead of 1.
Tell me.
And in this case, the correct answer is to tell her to take a deep breath, deep breath.
I see.
A song that I personally love from Persona 3, even though it's used in a pretty silly context. In fact, probably because it's used in a silly context.
Incredible. Yes, I feel great.
Here we go, level 3 baton pass.
What do you think?
Yeah, let's go for Arn next. Because, like I said, I need her at level 3 baton pass as well.
You can do this. Yes! For real?
Yeah, I wanted to show that at least once. Best possible turn. And yeah, 3 in a bed is another one of those dart slang terms I think sounds very British.
I'll give it a go.
Now, will she actually be able to finish this round? Doesn't look like it. So my slang for this time is Precious Mountain, an Australian term when throwing the last dart in a win-loss scenario. Just gonna have to throw away that one.
I'll give it a go.
Another term is pub score, achieved by hitting 25 and 1 while aiming for the triple 20. And yeah, just play like normal is the best option for Arn here. I think in some formats you actually have to check out on a double or triple. That's not in the rules for this game though.
That was so much fun!
And now Arn is at Baton Pass rank 3. I'm still looking forward to getting more Garners up.
This is good.
Okay, getting a little bit more proficiency that time because I achieve more of those bonuses. Yeah, like pulling off a hat trick or a high ton.
That was time well spent.
You didn't even
Should
play.
take now.
See you later.
Yep, today's the day. In only a matter of moments we'll be on our way. Well, actually, Maruki will be on his way. Yeah, I wish he could stay forever too. But his posting was temporary.
Ah. Good morning. I know this is last minute, but if it's possible, could you come and see me during lunch today?
Yeah, sure, let's do this.
Glad to hear it. I wanted to discuss something with you, since it'll be our last chance to do so here. Yes, my time here at Shujin is coming to an end today. It's quite the sad affair. I do have a farewell speech to give the school at morning assembly, but I'd also like to speak with you individually. Considering the occasion, lunch is on me. I'll have something special waiting for you. So you look forward to that. Well, I'll see you later.
Dr. Mark, he's really leaving.
It's already been half a year, huh? That sure went by fast.
And finally, we would like Dr. Maruki to share a few last words with the student body. Well, Doctor, if you will.
Good morning, everyone. As the Vice Principal has mentioned, today marks the end of my tenure at Shujin Academy. Over the past several months, I've come to learn about all sorts of conflicts that you students have faced this year. Troubles with romance, with studies. In fact, some of you have financial issues that are awfully similar to my own. At any rate, many of you have come to see me during my time here. Some of you even refer to me as Doc now. But I must say, as I watched you all strive toward your dreams, I feel like I am the one who received an education here. I actually had a certain goal in mind when I was first assigned to this school. Of course, I have no intention of giving up. Still, I would be lying if I said I'm leaving here today with no regrets. Basically, what I want to say to you all is to learn from me and live your lives without regret. Finally, I know this is rather cliche, but I wish you all the good luck and success in your futures. Ow. I guess things don't always pan out like you expect. Well, that's it. Thank you for having me here this year. Good luck to you all. Troubles with romance, with studies. In fact, some of you have financial issues that are awfully similar to my own. But before I leave here, I want to offer you a final piece of counseling. If your situation ever becomes too painful to endure, remember, it's okay for you to escape your problem. I don't want a single one of you to think that an unfair reality you've been forced into is the only one that you have to live.
It's okay.
What I'm trying to say is, even if your life is full of worries, it's best for you not to obsess over them. Your existence in this world is an amazing miracle. You deserve to spend your days in happiness. I'll keep on rooting for all of you to have the best lives possible, even after I'm long gone. Ow! I guess things don't always pan out like you expect. Well, that's it. Thank you for having me here this year. Good luck to you all.
Dr. Maruki!
Dr. Maruki!
I don't know, I feel like the voice actors who had to do that would have had a lot of fun.
I wanted to thank him personally, but it may be best to hold off on that for a bit.
I doubt we could get a word in edgewise anyhow.
Yeah, let's not tell them we already have a lunch appointment with him.
Thank you for coming here. Since this is about to be my last meal at Shujin, I've brought the best lunch ever. These tempura bowls are from a restaurant I've been curious about since I first came to the school. I'd always passed on it due to the price, but today is special. Not only that, I ordered the deluxe bowls for us. I should be the one thanking you. All right, let's eat.
Yeah, that looks pretty good.
Ooh, this aroma's really triggered my appetite.
I love how they made like an extra portrait for him with foggy glasses.
Too bad I can't see anything now. I'm so glad I splurged on that. Upscale dishes like that really do taste incredible. I wish I could just get lost in this bliss forever. Well, now that we've finished our food, let's get down to business. First off, I have quite big news.
It's about the paper, right?
My paper's done.
Wow, it looks wordy.
I've mentioned this before, but still, this is truly thanks to you. Had you not shared your experience and insights with me, this paper never would have been completed. Please, allow me to express my gratitude to you once more as a most helpful student of Shujin. And as a phantom thief as well.
Yeah, well, everyone else pretty much figured it out, but hang on a minute, we never did any Mementos missions for you.
Huh, so you're not denying it. Why don't you take a look at the title of my paper over there?
Interpreting reality through cognitive science and the alteration of reality via external influence.
You know, the Phantom Thief's act of changing hearts is rather reminiscent of cognitive science in practice. They infiltrate a reality that exists solely for their target, a reality wholly separated from the one that the public recognizes. By accessing that world, they gain the means of permanently altering their target's cognition. That is what I hypothesize as being the change of heart you induce in your targets. Well, I did pour my heart and soul into this research for a number of years. To be entirely honest, it was all the way back in April, when I first came to speak with the principal here about providing counseling to you students. I actually witnessed the moment when you came out of an individual's reality like I'd mentioned. You suddenly appeared in the back alley near the school. I believe Sakamoto-kun and Takamaki-san were with you? Takamaki-san appeared to be extremely exhausted.
Thanks.
It wasn't long after that scene that Mr. Kamoshida had his change of heart.
Did you catch that in the background? If you go all the way back to the early videos of my series, right after Ann awakened to her persona, you actually can see Maruki in the background of that scene. I really love that detail, because you will catch that on repeat playthroughs.
Beyond what I witnessed, I had also been told that you three were closely affiliated with Mr. Kamoshida in some way.
Yeah, that part was a little obvious.
At that point, I was already half convinced that you were involved. I was almost certain Mr. Kamoshida's change of heart was provoked by the three of you. Well, I've been researching cognitive science ever since I was a grad student. For years, I've been attempting to directly interact with an individual's cognition so I can help address their pain and despair. But, for certain reasons, this research has never been acknowledged in academia.
Yeah, you're lucky because the only other person we know of who tried to research this ended up dead. Please watch your back around the city these days.
Despite that, I continually pursued evidence that my hypothesis is correct. It was during that time I happened to come across the Phantom Thieves of Hearts, fresh from a mission. My heart began to dance. I thought to myself, maybe I could complete my research if I were to have your assistance.
So, you pretty much had ulterior motives from the first time you made that deal with us.
That's why I approached you and your group of friends in the first place. I hadn't mentioned any of this until now because, well, I didn't want you to take it the wrong way and suspect my motives. But I think that's everything I'd kept from you. Does that change your opinion of me?
Yeah, it depends on whether you're after that reward.
Why would I do that? I like to think of myself as someone who wouldn't sell out a person to whom I owe so much. If you don't believe what I'm saying, you're free to change my heart as you like.
Well, you see, that depends on whether or not you're in Mementos or have a palace.
Thanks to you, I finally know what I need to do. I'm going to stand up to our current reality. I swear I'll use my research to make our world a better place. Though, it'll likely be through different means than how the Phantom Thieves reform members of society. Indeed. You have a strong moral compass, never losing sight of your own definition of justice. I'm more grateful than ever to have met a young man like yourself. Although it's not like this is the last time we'll see one another, still, thank you for everything up to this point.
I am thou, thou art I. Thou hast turned a vow into a blood oath. Thy bond shall become the wings of rebellion and break the yoke of thy heart. Thou hast awakened the ultimate secret of the Counselor, granting thee infinite power.
I have always felt the rank 10 ability for this Confidant was kind of lame compared to Detox DX and especially Flow Boost, but oh well.
Alright.
It's at least more SP restoration, and I'll certainly take that. But the real bonus is this.
Alright.
Vohumana means good purpose, good mind, or good thought in Avestan, and refers to the Zoroastrian concept of the good state of mind enabling someone to accomplish their duties. Though the Vohu prefix doesn't always appear in its earliest mention in text by Zoroaster. In Zoroastrianism, it's also one of 7 classes of divine being, emanating from the supreme good Ahura Mazda. It is considered masculine and oversees all animals with a particular emphasis on cattle. Its opposite is Akamana, or evil thoughts. In the Zoroastrian calendar, the 2nd day of each month and the 11th month of each year are dedicated to Vohumana, which is fitting given that this Confidant has to max out in the 11th month of our calendar. Another meta fact is that Vohumana has only made 2 other appearances in the wider Megami Tensei franchise, once in Demi-Kids, but most notably in Persona 1, where it was the ultimate persona of the Judgment Arcana. That's also where this design originates, and I love this eldritch otherworldly look it has, but why does it have a crotch spike? I noticed that detail on my second playthrough, and to forget about it, I'm gonna need some positive thoughts, Vohumana's traits. This extends the duration of buffs Joker receives, either from allies or from himself, by 2 turns. The opposite of Wealth of Lotus, but both have the same effect on auto mask skills. This is why I said that Lakshmi was outclassed by another persona. Putting all 3 auto mask skills makes Vohumana an excellent battle opener, who can also attack decently well due to his high magic and agility. Not to mention Makorgaon backed by Bless Amp. Drain Bless is for the benefit of other personas, since Vohumana already does that by default. Fortify Spirit is nice, but this late in, you probably have a multitude of status nulling and curing abilities, not least of which is something you already get out of Maruki's Confidant anyway. Invigorate 3 is still pretty cool, and then you've got Salvation at level 85. Divine Judgment, though, is a skill I don't really like. If an enemy is vulnerable to this, it's vulnerable to Bless insta-kill, and why reduce an enemy's HP by half if you can reduce it to 0? When itemized, Vohumana makes Doomsday or Ancient Day, Akechi's ultimate gun, and a very good one since it gives all stats plus 5 or 6. That's plus 10 or 12 with the equipment stat doubling glitch. Not quite as ridiculous as Makoto's Judge of Hell, but it does make Akechi a very strong all-rounder once you have this.
I'm going to follow the path that I believe in. I sincerely hope that one day, at the end of that path, I'll be able to aid you as well. Even if you just considered it to be meddling in your affairs.
Well, I mean, where we're going, Joker's certainly gonna need therapy. A lot of therapy.
Whoops. Looks like we're out of time. We'll meet again though, right? That's right. Hey. No, it's nothing. Best of luck to the both of us. See you around.
Next time, the beginning of the end.